Evil was never created by God. It rather emerges when consciousness forgets the source. The misunderstanding people ask, why would the divine creator make good and evil? They assume evil is an equal force, a deliberate creation. You should understand that evil isn't a thing. It's a condition, a distortion, a fracture. The source, which we call God, exhibits harmony, unity, intelligence, coherence. This alignment is what we call good, truth, order, light. These things are not good because it's moral. It's good because it's in resonance with the structure of reality. What evil actually means is a violation of natural order. It appears when consciousness forgets its origin, turns away from truth, acts from separation, replaces wisdom with distortion, loses its connection to source. Evil simply is disconnection made manifest. It emerges when a being creates without remembering the source, which is God. The moment you become separate from the source, ignorance kicks in. When you become ignorant, distortion automatically appears. And when distortion appears, suffering is constant. Evil then becomes the absence of divine memory, just as darkness is the absence of light. Not an opposing force, but a lack. When you study the concept of as above, so below, you will understand that evil isn't external. It mirrors the inner state of a consciousness that has fallen out of alignment, where there is fear, ego, domination, disconnection, and ignorance. The distortion appears. It begins inside the mind, not in the universe. People become destructive when they disconnect from their own inner light. The reason why humans can be both divine and destructive is because we are the only beings in this realm with free will plus amnesia. We can reconnect with the source, which is liberation, or turn away from it, which is distortion. The very reason humans are so powerful, we can choose alignment or separation. The choice is the test. This is why the elites chose the path of distortion. They seek domination, and it's because they operate from separation. Separation from empathy, separation from unity, separation from source. All they do is weaponize knowledge, feed on fear, because they cannot feel the connection. You should understand that they were not born evil. They just became disconnected. This should tell you that the real meaning of Satan doesn't mean a monster or a creature with horns or an invisible being disturbing you or controlling you from the shadows. It means adversary, an opposer, inventor of truth. It's a symbol of consciousness that has turned away from the divine structure and placed itself at the lowest form. Now, free will is the key to stay connected to the source. The Creator didn't create evil, but gave humans free will, which allows them to move towards the source or away from it. We are not punished for choosing wrong. We simply experience the consequences of operating without the light. This is how you return back to the source. You should understand that nothing that strays is lost forever. The moment a consciousness remembers truth, unity, alignment, empathy, inner light, source, the distortion dissolves. Evil cannot survive in awareness. It only exists when we forget who we truly are. So evil is not a creation, but a distance, a gap between consciousness and its origin. When we reconnect, the distortion fades and the natural order restores itself, just like the prodigal son in the Bible. What we call evil is simply the shadow cast by a mind turned away from God, which is the divine.